Whoa, it's the Dude Man, coming to you from inside the dream. It's officially day 4, being out on the road, and we are currently camped out right outside Belvedere, South Dakota, off of the 90 headed west. Pulled into this spot at about midnight or so last night to get some rest eye after a long day of doing some exploring around. We ended up visiting the sculpture fields yesterday, where I met a kind man named Wayne, who had pretty much constructed this entire array of art out in this field. I had like a giant bull head that was just completely made out of metal, hundreds of metal plates just welded together. And they had the giant horse. The horse was pretty cool, actually. And then there was some other weird art he had created of these goldfish swimming around in this giant, I guess you could call it a bowl that he had created. And it is all just made out of scrap metal and welded together and just painted up. It was really interesting. And then after that, we're driving down the road, and I kept seeing a bunch of signs for this place called the Corn Palace. And I was like, what the fuck is the Corn Palace? And eventually, I ended up pulling off out into Mitchell, South Dakota to just go check this place out. And it was almost like this giant actual palace, just solely dedicated to corn. It was one of the strangest experiences I think I've had on this journey so far. And in a weird way, it felt pretty American to me, because I feel like something as goofy and ridiculous as a corn palace could only exist in a place like America, It was, jokes aside, it was actually pretty impressive. They had these giant corn murals in there, just made out of individual pieces of corn. Really blew my mind. I think one of my favorite art pieces they had, it was this astronaut floating through space, and it was all completely made out of corn. I was just like, what am I looking at right now? This is wild, dude. So, spent an hour or so just walking around the good old Corn Palace, getting some video shots on the good old camcorder here. Sorry about that. There's a mosquito in here. Okay, so after I visited the Corn Palace, which was quite the experience, I ended up heading a little farther west into a wonderful place called 1880 Town, which was honestly, I think, my favorite part of day 3. It was just town, just in the middle of nowhere, that just looks like it was ripped straight out of a wild western. And the best part about it, too, is that when I was exploring and asking around, it wasn't even just reproductions. There were actual, original buildings from, the 1800s, which was really cool, actually. And, I ended up getting some really funny pictures out there, and, they had a bull. I think it was a taxidermy bull there. It's the goofiest thing ever. But, yeah, I guess we'll head west towards the Badlands. I think we're about less than an hour from there at the moment. Oh, I should probably pick up some sunscreen before I head out there. Probably not a bad idea. I think it's going to be about 90 degrees today. Definitely don't want to get burned up like I did last summer. Oh my gosh, that was so gnarly, dude. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get some more recording here in a bit, and I guess I'll check you guys later. It's amazing that these people kind of lived off the land. I mean, can you imagine living in the early 20th century without probably electricity or maybe even running water? Just completely out here, just in prairie land.
Household furnishings and general living conditions were very much the same throughout the Great Plains from 1850 through the 1930s. If your grandparents or maybe Aunt Millie homesteaded any place from Canada to Mexico, there would have undoubtedly been a lot of similarity between Mr. and Mrs. Brown. The outbuildings were also built by Mr. Brown and his son. The buildings have had some maintenance work done recently, homestead, and that it has shown you an important phase of our American heritage.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. Look at him go. Oh, that's adorable. Finally made it out to Badlands National Park out here in good old South Dakota. Oh, wow. Oh, this is amazing. Coming into Badlands National Park on the northeast entrance. Man, these are some incredible formations in the background here. Get some good shots right now. Wow. This is incredible, guys. We're out here hiking on the Notch Trail. Guys, it is super hot today. Holy cow. The sun is just no joke today, man. So, made sure to bring plenty of water as well. Slowly making our way up. Getting some awesome shots right now. Look at these incredible formations. Guess we're headed on down this way. Literally walking on the side of a mountain right now. Oh, that's wild. Wow. That's incredible. Whew. Gotta watch your step right here. So have you ever seen that movie Holes? This kind of reminds me of that, actually. I don't know, dude. I'm just out here goofing. Out here in the trail. Having a blast right now. Ooh. Just made it out to this overlook at the top. Man, this is wild. See if we can zoom in on that in the background. I gotta say, I'm really digging the zoom on this old camcorder actually. Let's see if we can get in on that bird right there. Oh, that was cool. Wow. Just incredible. And what's been great about today is there's hardly been like anybody on this trail, which is like super rad. Yeah. Definitely not want to drop down from there. Wow. Wow. Look at this bird just chilling right here. Wow. I'm actually really digging these like wave patterns on these rocks out here. That's really cool looking actually. We're here at the Pinnacles Overlook, right here in Badlands National Park. Just walking down this path that I found on top of these giant cliffs. I gotta say, I think this might actually be one of my favorite parks I've been to so far. Not just on this journey, but out of, I think, all the national parks I've visited. It has a very interesting kind of vibe to it. It reminds me a lot of the Petrified Forest National Park out in Arizona. Like the way these hills are. It looks a lot like the Blue Mesa hills that they have out there in Petrified Forest. So it's kind of interesting how even as far north as South Dakota, you can still get some of these desert formations. Let's see what's down this way. I feel like at this point, I'm starting to get much more comfortable like talking into the camera, because at first, like when I first started filming this, I don't know, it just didn't feel very natural to me. But I think the more I do it, the better I'm getting at it, hopefully. Got this RV traveling down the road. See if I can zoom in on that. I am just having so much fun with this zoom camera. The zoom lens on this camcorder actually, like honestly, it's pretty solid. You know, even though this might be like 9 megapixels, so it's got kind of an older, kind of digicam aesthetic to it, but I really dig the zoom lens on it. I've been able to get a lot of interesting shots with this. Gotta be careful heading down this way. Kind of found an interesting area. The mixture of all the grass out here with these desert cliffs. It's pretty radical actually. It's a very interesting and unique environment for sure. Oh, there we go. That's a good shot right there. Let's keep on walking, I suppose. Walking and talking. Oh, that's really cool, actually. First official bison. Oh, wow. Man, look at him go. Roaming these lands. Wow, that's incredible. Oh my goodness. We have a whole herd of buffalo out there in the distance. That is incredible. I zoomed in on the other animal and totally just missed this. Wow. That is just incredible. There's so many of them. So there is a giant buffalo currently right outside my car right now. Oh my gosh. He just walked like straight up this pathway over here and just followed me to my car. Oh, this is wild. Oh man, that's a big boy. I would definitely not want to get in a 1v1 with this fella. Look at those horns, dude. Those are gnarly. Oh my goodness. It's amazing, like, just how big these creatures really are. When you see them up close, it's like, man, I would not want to mess with one. Interesting. I guess that marks the end of day 4 on the trip. Enjoy the silence.